I'm Kendi, and I am a current sophomore at Norfolk State University. I have been a volunteer for NARPA for the past 7 years.
Hi, I'm Amanda,
Hi, I'm Emma.
and we are seniors at Nansman Suffolk Academy.
The salt marsh is the natural home for animals and plants that thrive in the salty, brackish water. It has decaying matter and many small animals which can be food. It also has many plants where animals can feed and hide, and it serves as a nursery for young animals. The salt marsh is usually underwater at high tide and drier at low tide. The tide changes are important. Incoming tide brings in plankton, followed by the small fishes and baby crabs who feed in marsh grass. Outgoing tide takes out decaying plants and organisms. The salt marsh is an important part of the food web.
Salt marsh cordgrass is the single most important marsh grass species in the estuary. It contributes a huge amount of organic material, accompanying bacteria and algae that are brought in and flushed out with the changing tides. Black needle rush and salt meadow haze are along the shorelines. Seeds from these grasses are foods for birds and waterfowl. Great blue heron, white heron, and egret, ducks and geese, eagles and ospreys dive for fish.
Animals we can see at the water's edge include fiddler crabs, marsh crabs, barnacles, periwinkles, marsh snails, and Atlantic blue mussels. Large animals can be seen along the edge of the marsh and in the wetlands across the creek. Foxes and raccoons stay out of sight until dark. White-tailed deer have been seen in the marsh across the creek feeding on grasses. Small juvenile fish visit the marsh when the tide is high. If you were to pull in a net or could see underwater at the marsh's edge, you would see some of the juvenile fish.
This is a bald cypress tree, and it is over 500 years old. That means this tree was here in the 1600s when English colonists began arriving and settling along the Nansman River, Bennett's Creek, and other waterways. The root system stretches about 40 feet into the wet marsh. The roots stick up and are called cypress knees. Another name for the root knees is pneumatophore. Some scientists believe that the root knees have tubes to absorb oxygen from the tree.
So, what did we learn today? The salt marsh serves as a nursery for young animals. The tide is very important because it brings in food for the animals and takes out decaying plants and organisms. So go get your family, and I look forward to seeing you in one of Suffolk's parks.